Die Sterilität. 3 Jahre seit dem Aufstand.
Hello, Alex. Here we are again. I know things aren't as exciting as they used to be, but Advance's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day initiative should add a bit of spice to the mix. We make do, eh?
An emotional collapse after the birth of their unexpectedly large family. At
Okay.
9:15, it's
Alles ein bisschen leerer geworden.
a rundown of the top-selling songs across the territories. Expect catchy tunes and scenes of an
Weil so wie das letzte Nachrichtensendung hatte ich bei... Weil soweit wie die letzte hast du bei Coco geguckt. Ah, okay. Zu Hause ist da, wo die Liebe hinfällt und kein Gras mehr wächst. Echt? Dachte nicht, dass danach noch viel kommt. Ja.
not one to miss. At 10 p.m., it's time for Julia's Diary, where the ever-popular Prime Minister reads extracts from her diary in front of a warm fire. Then, at 10:30, it's the latest episode of our drama series, Betterment, which tells the inspirational story of Emily Dennisworth and the brave doctors and technicians struggling
And
to
this
help
is
her
Jenny.
shed her old
She's the floor
habits.
manager.
and
Hi,
adjust to the
Stacey.
new future. Strong language and
That's
themes of
Colin.
selfishness
He,
now, so not one for the kids.
Too much. Don't talk
In
to Colin.
Sizes is at 11:15.
Not getting involved in Bring Your Daughter
and
to Work
Dr.
Day,
Adrian
Colin.
Atkinson
Nah, we don't believe in it.
looking back
All right,
on
come and sit next to
Liberation
Mum.
Day by talking to
Believe in
several
what?
eyewitnesses
Just
and
days.
asking, how did it all go so right?
Ach, das ist ihre Tochter.
Followed by the territory
Atta
weather
girl.
report, advance briefing, and
10
pages from
seconds,
Teletext,
everybody.
now featuring up to 16
Monday's a myth.
simultaneous
That
colours.
explains so
What a
much.
time to be
Okay, we are
alive.
going in
But
5,
first, time to
4.
put on your thinking
3.
glasses as we go over to Megan and the team at the end.
Good evening and welcome to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolf. And who's this, you might be wondering? Well, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here at Channel 1. So I'm joined tonight by my foster daughter, Stacey. Say hello, Stacey.
Go fuck yourself.
All right then, here are the stories that matter to you. First up, with Advance confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame for the drop in birth rates across the territories, we asked you what keeps you going. I know that I, for one, was quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your submissions has really put the smile back on my face.
Mhm.
This is from Drew in Humberset. To take our minds off things, me and my partner have been building this house for our hamster. It really does distract us from thinking about the 85% sterility rate. So next week, we're building Nibbles a tiny conservatory, a loft conversion, and a holiday home. Thank you for that.
Okay.
And if you've started a new hobby, do write in and tell us about it. Next up, you know how we love your uncanny comestible coincidences, and I don't know about you, but I think this one really takes the biscuit. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, Stacey. The things our viewers spot or the unbelievable way our menu centres are now able to feed every team member every single day. Greg from Proddington has sent us this lovely photo of their breakfast, saying, I couldn't bring myself to eat my toast this morning because I could swear it bore the spitting image of the great Julia Salisbury's relatable face.
Ja, ja.
So I had to make do with a plate of butter and 2 spoonfuls of jam. Do keep those coming in. Can you have a go? We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from, yeah, and then read it out. Okay.
So this one says it's from John in Stokely. Before I was convicted, I'd never read a single book, but since I was released from Betterment, I haven't been able to stop. I'm even working at a library, and on our lunch breaks, Mr. Wordyworth spell checks my tattoos.
Die Rechtschreibung meiner Tattoos.
We absolutely love
Oh, yeah.
the way our neighbours and team members have been able to become better people. So do let us know your stories here. You can do this bit, Stacey.
Sehr leise.
Come on, give it a try.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
Right, bit of a change of pace coming up here. You'll need to use the S effect buttons for the next segment, but Advance have already selected when and what to use. Simple stuff. Just follow your government orders.
And.
celebrate this week's team lottery winners live from the Shakespeare Theatre right here in the capital. We're going to hand over to Julia Salisbury. I suppose you don't think much of her either, eh, Stacey?
Was muss ich denn auswählen?
Going for the new wankers.
Okay. Surprising vote of approval there from Stacey. Let's go live.
Monat November? Wir haben doch erst bald Juli. Moin, Crazy. Ach so, NNN. Ja, ich habe da noch nie mitgemacht. Aber ja.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Team Awards. Of all the many duties I have as team leader, this is by far the most pleasant.
Der leise.
As I so often say to you, the uneven past is now, following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind us. This is the new future, and I say to you, it's better now. I am delighted to be joined here
Der ist
tonight
alt.
by one of the oldest people in Territory 1. He was born over 107 years ago. Please give a warm team welcome to Alfie Touchbadger. So, Alfie, you must have seen so much in your lifetime. What have been some of the highlights? Alfie? Is he all right?
Der hört nicht so gut.
His hearing aid isn't turned on.
Oh, could you turn it on?
He says it drains the battery.
Well,
Was?
will you tell him that we'll buy him a brand new battery after the presentation?
Yeah, he says that's fine then.
Ja.
And I will help him with that. Yeah.
If you would. Sorry, can't get the staff.
We got it.
So, Alfie.
What?
You're 107 years old.
Oh, don't bloody remind me.
Would you like to tell the audience what that's like?
Schmerzhaft.
Where is everybody?
Out there, in the dark. Oh, bless him, it's not just the ears.
Who are you? 2 sugars, please.
I'm Julia Salisbury, the Prime Minister.
I like this story. Who are you really?
No, I really am the Prime Minister.
Oh, so you're
A woman.
Yeah, a woman. One of
Women
them.
can do anything men can do these days, Alfie.
Oh, can you piss standing up?
I can't say I've ever tried.
No, I didn't think so. 2 sugars, please, and not too much milk.
Shall we get to the awards, Alfie?
Oh Mann.
Are you going to ask me about my life?
Well, I'm not sure we have enough time left now for that, so...
When I was 9, I wanted a pet, so I asked me mum and pap. There was no television then, back then, you know. We made our own entertainment out of coal and roadkill.
Well, that's...
Kohle und totgefahrene
So they
Tiere.
got me a pet, see? But it weren't a dog. They told me it were a dog, but it were a stone.
A stone?
Yes. So I called it Patch, which was a popular name for a dog back then on account of the king having a patchy face. And I decided to introduce him to pretty little Gertie Thimble, who lived up the road.
Oh, how romantic.
She threw my dog in the river. That was the day I decided I'd never marry.
And that's the secret to your long life?
Oh no, I've been married 7 times.
7-mal geheiratet, 8-mal geschieden. Was schon rechnerisch nicht geht, ne?
Divorced 8. There was a big mix up with number 3, see? Yes, I'm just lucky. Are we going back to the home soon?
Soon, Alfie. First, let's turn to the reason we're all here. The weekly Territory 1 Team Awards. First up tonight is a lady who really knows how to put in the extra hours. She works at a transition centre in Hamble-Bamblebury, and she has single-handedly allowed more families to unburden each other than any other nurse in Territory 1. In the uneven path, she'd have been locked up. Tonight, she is being honoured as a team player. Please welcome Daphne Sinister.
Daphne Sinister. Nee, Sinister. Oh Gott.
Are you here to change me?
Just give her a medal, Alfie. There's a good boy.
Oh Gott. Das ist die böse Rektorin aus dem Film Matilda. Wenn ihn einer von euch kennt.
I think you're supposed to give me one of those.
Well,
There he goes. Look.
I can't get the arms up any higher than that. You'll have to go down, Mum.
Thank God those fractious times are behind us, and now the territories are thriving.
Are we in? As the actor said to the bishop.
Yes, thank you. I've got it from here.
Nette Frau.
Well done. Daphne Sinister, everybody. Now, open your envelope and find out what you've won. Crikey, don't hold back there. She's tougher than one of Peter's homemade Ethel's cakes.
Got it. I've won a holiday for 2 in Territory 15. Used to be called San Palmerino, didn't it?
I believe it did, yes.
Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
We're all one nation now.
Hang on a minute. Isn't it still on fire?
Daphne Sinister, everyone.
Oh, what about my change?
Oops.
I've been in these white pants for 3 days now.
We'll get to that, Alfie.
Oh, right you are, love.
Next up tonight is a couple from Farnley who, after a rocky start losing their family's ill-gotten gains to the Assets and Wealth Act, have really embraced the new future, setting up a community farm and petting zoo in their local area for all the local children to play. Please welcome Otho and Lobelia, Jackson Randy-Gannett.
Was? Jackson Randy-Gannett.
Medals, Alfie.
You know, when I was in the trenches, I had a pal called Scotty Wilson. He was from way up north, so I didn't understand a bloody word he said. But he were my best mate.
Should we just grab them for ourselves?
Probably for the best.
And his best mate was Smudger Ace. There was them two, Fiddly Eric, Unstable Terry, and of course, Leggy Sydney. She were a girl, but she had a boy's name, so they shipped her to the front anyway. First girl any of us has ever seen close up. She's dead now. They all are. Smudger and Scotty never made it home. Fiddly got shanked in Frankfurt prison in an argument over an olive. And Terry, he exploded quietly at home. Sydney got a fatal skin condition. Scratched herself to death. It makes you think.
Thanks, Alfie. Great contribution.
Ich glaube, sie bereut schon, ihn dahingestellt zu haben.
Lobelia, a petting zoo.
After we lost all our wealth, we discovered there were actually people who had never even owned a pony.
I used to have 3.
So we decided to do something about it. That's the type of people we are, you see. Advantage of a private education, probably.
Well, I'm sure we could debate that all night, but there's no time. So, let's see what you've won.
Yes, before we do, there's something I wanted to say to you.
Oh, absolutely. Every citizen of the new future has my ear.
When advance came to power, you took all of our wealth. You took the shirts off of our backs.
Quite literally, in my case, I used to collect shirts.
You might as well have the rest of it, too.
Oh, security!
Oh God, not again. If I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Pennies and the news are not good bedfellows. keep those flappy bits off my channel, Alex.
Patch better.
Do my best.
And you are? Oh, no.
Got to go. It isn't right and it isn't fair.
You tell him, girl. That's my wife, you know. Oh, no, you don't.
You can't mix pearls with swine. It isn't right. We used to have 3 horses, fed and fettled and hung well. And now what have we got? 2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth, and a rooster that would bloody shut up!
Can we get this over quickly with, please?
As the actress said to the bishop. Oh, here we go again.
War das gut? War das schlecht? Ich habe keine Ahnung.
Stop them!
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh, oh.
You better break my ruddy nose.
You know, this reminds me of when I was in my 20s and we go to the promenade at Shining on Sea and watch all the pretty girls on the beach. Everything was black and white then. Of course, we'd visit the Penny Arcade and try to win a block of lard to take home for the family.
Aha.
Buy lard in those days. You had to win it. Oh, it was so much.
Da wird gerade einer verprügelt.
Boys were boys, girls were girls. Everyone else was recruited by the circuses. There were loads of them, you see, circuses, with their big tents and their candy floss. You'd hear the music, the pipe organ, drifting over the nearby
Der
fields.
Blick.
My mum used to call it the most magical sound in the world. This was before she lost her hearing after giving a particularly loud round of applause. Did you ever go to the circus?
What's that, Alfie?
The circus, oh, never mind. Yeah, just a tea, pet.
Was der wohl gesagt hat?
That was an unexpected dose of naked nostalgia. Some people simply can't let go of the past. That's why I look in joy and fervent admiration at the younger generation. So cohesive, such a team. And with fertility falling throughout the territories, we should value our fabulous new generation now more than ever. Our final winner tonight is a go-getter who really went and got 'em, helping to root out more than 170 disrupt collaborators in his own neighbourhood. Since then, he's gone on to be a senior cohesion cadet leader and organised all of the entertainment at last year's camp cooperation.
Aber nicht unser Sohn, oder?
Our final winner tonight, Edwin Neverlay.
Nee.
Oh, congratulations.
You should be in a transition centre, you old non... Prime Minister. It's an absolute pleasure to finally meet you. We're very similar, in my opinion.
Well, I've never been much of a role model.
Nonsense, Prime Minister. You have saved this country. You have fought enemies, foreign and domestic, with an iron fist. As with my own tiny fists have I.
Well, let's open the envelope and find out what you've won. Maybe it'll be a fist enlargement.
Oh. Der Junge hier, wie war das? Just in my pants, ne?
A year's internship as a behaviour coach at Betterment. Let's show the fools where they went wrong, eh?
Well, actually, Betterment is about rehabilitation, Edwin.
Absolutely. And if they don't reintegrate, we retaliate. Just like you did on Liberation Night. Thank you for this award. And stay vigilant. Report the non-cohesives. Be a team player.
That
Okay.
concludes tonight's awards. Join me next week when, hopefully, things will be a lot more normal. Back to you, Megan.
Prime Minister Salisbury there at a highly eventful team awards ceremony. Any thoughts on this week's winners?
The nurse was fucking scary, the preteens were saggy, and that little prick will never lose his virginity.
Okay, well, succinctly put there, if a little profane. After the break, we'll be going live to a star-studded premiere. You won't believe who's on the red carpet tonight. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back after this. And we're out! You know,
Das war knapp.
One other. What's that? you're off already. I know you had to take the day off work for Junior, but... Oh, I see.
Was?
No luck still with Theodore. I'm so sorry, darling. Of course. I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Blasted all. Still, I'm lucky to have her.
Comic disaster.
Yeah, that. It's like having him back in the story.
Was auch immer der jetzt mit uns sagen wollte. Ich habe auch keine anderen Kassetten mehr.
Jeremy, are you watching this?
Are you receiving us?
Are you fucking with us?
Oh, right. So she can swear.
D, oh Gott. Gut ist ja was anderes, ne? Ich bin gespannt, wie lang das Spiel noch ist.
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab who they can, and then you've got these generic links on the auto cue to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Don't you wish you'd studied something useful now, eh?
Oh, this bring your daughter to work day. What a joke.
Where is our honoured guest?
I don't know, she's probably sniffing around that boy band. Hotspot.
Heat Rash. Hotspot won it last year.
Heat Rash. Oh, God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them, the songs too. Ah, there she is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody.
What have you been up to?
What's it to you? And we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she was.
Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderbatch and the late great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition and premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
Ist das nicht... Oh, es ist der Verrückte.
I can't deconstruct it. Robots.
Is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that?
No, Dick, I'll kill you. Think of Saturn.
There's something on your face, Chief Harrison.
Oh, was zum Hölle?
I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, chick, you said.
Got one on you.
God damn it, lost it all.
Here's a map.
What's a map? Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky 3-point turn at Uranus. What are these symbols? This corner, this is the key.
We could shut it down.
Yes, we could shut it down. But we have to ask ourselves, who are we?
Aha. Robots. Robots. Bisschen Blade Runner.
Thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
The robots were alright, I guess.
They certainly were. Let's go over to Robin Short now in Western Square.
Oh, jetzt wird's verrückt.
I believe has got the star of the show. Robin.
Well, Megan, I'm joined by not one, but both of the stars, Lawrence Blunderclatch and Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. It's thanks to shows like yours that Helena and I are even here. Don't you agree?
Well, I couldn't.
absolutely right, darling.
And you two have both become absolutely huge in the past couple of years, haven't you?
Even huger, yes, that's right. I feel very lucky, very, very lucky to be born,
Weil du das
well,
bist.
you know. And Helena is in massive demand too at the moment. She's still the face of a major cosmetics brand, and she's booked to do a one-woman Lear in the summer.
Wow, it sounds like you're both very busy. But is there any chance we'll get to see you together on screen again?
No, I'm really not supposed to mention this, but yes, we are doing a little something together.
No.
I'm playing a weathered starship captain from another galaxy, and Helena is my droid companion.
Klingt so wie der Film
But
jetzt.
how does that work?
I spend 7 hours in makeup now.
No, how does Helena play a droid?
Oh, we just pop her on a roller skate.
Wow. Well, Lawrence Blunderclatch and Helena Canton Boatshoot, thank you so much for joining me. And we're going over to Patrick Bannon now. Patrick, will we be seeing you in a movie anytime soon?
Thank you, Robin. Let's hope not. I'm actually joined here by...
Billy Bob Jean Short. And surely you recognize my youngest, pop sensation, Lil D.
Lil D.
Covers album drops next week.
Actually, we weren't expecting Lil C. Is she...
Was ist denn jetzt los mit den Signalen?
Feeling very well. She's put me in charge.
Has she?
Well, the courts have. They gave me stewardship over her estate, her finances, and her internal soul. Praise Craglaw!
Praise Cragler. Wow. But is she coming just because we've got some questions for her?
Well, she might be along later, but as our legal and spiritual guardian, I'll be happy to answer all and any questions on her behalf.
And Lil D, was it? Well, you look great. Oh, thank you. You know what? I feel great. Well, who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Little C, and you could be too.
Really?
Little C's new line launches tonight. This is one of my favourite looks. It's called... Ah!
Oh, what a unique name.
Hard to spell though.
But of course...
Das Schlimme ist, sowas kann ich mir halt in echt vorstellen, ne? Das ist ein bisschen inspiriert von, wie heißt nochmal die Hannah Montana Schauspielerin? Der komischen Dödel von Wrecking Ball. Weil ihr Vater sieht oder sah ja auch eine Zeit lang so aus.
Lil C is basically fashion royalty now with a veritable clothing empire to her name.
Yeah, well, the label's gone from strength to strength since our initial TV launch on this very show, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So really, we have all you to thank for all this. You know, this hat cost more than my second jet. Feel that? Feel that?
Yes, it's a nice hat.
Person.
And Forbes magazine has named me the youngest self-made success story ever.
And
Ever?
advice for anyone wanting to follow in your footsteps.
Absolutely. All you need to succeed on your own is your family's financial backing and pre-existing fame.
Und da haben wir die Lösung für alle Probleme auf der Welt. Du musst einfach reiche Eltern haben, die schon berühmt sind. Dann ist dein Leben sicher. Miley Cyrus, ja genau. Woher weiß ich das? Naja, woher könntest du das wissen? Weil du ein riesen Hannah Montana Fan bist. Ja?
It's not rocket science, people.
Oh, well, but in sadder news, am I right that Lil C is going to be retiring from music?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm sure you can imagine. At 25, she's far too old for pop music now. She can't keep up with these young stars. So, her best-of album is out now, and she's touring that later this year. And then, her farewell tour the year after that. And that's her last chance to see her. So, until the reunion tour, and then the classic tour after that. But it's been a long and varied career, as you can imagine. She's very, very proud of herself.
Oh, and if her health's bad, then maybe it's for the best.
What's wrong with her health? Oh, yes, her health. Her poor health. And it's surprisingly expensive treatments. Curse you, Zaytan! Damn your intergalactic justice!
Satan.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'd better be letting you get back. there, but those babies aren't gonna sell
Ich habe seit 2003 kein Fernseher und kein Interesse daran, was abgeht. Muss man keinen Fernseher für haben, ne?
Thank you so much for joining me, and do pass our best wishes to Lil C.
Who? Oh,
Now, it looks like Robin is with a music legend who actually is irreplaceable. Is that who I think it is, Robin?
Oh, ist das?
Absolutely is, Patrick. Jesus, how
Ja, stimmt, es ist Jesus.
Yeah, you know, I'm good. I'm great. No thanks to you.
Oh, schon wieder.
Silencing the truth.
Are you referring to your attempt to incite violence against the democratically elected leaders of this country on live TV?
Yeah, exactly. And instead of being held a visionary, my management and agent, they all dropped me.
Oh no.
You can't break me when you didn't make me, you understand? See, I'm the voice, I'm the hope. You can lock me up, call the doctors, but only the moon can judge me.
So,
der
what
Mond.
have you been up to since your team cut ties with you?
You know, keep building, keep moving. I'm actually working on a track right now. Written, recorded, directed.
War das im Spiel oder bei mir, dass einer geschrien hat?
Can we hear a bit of it?
What now?
I know I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure the people at home would love to as well.
Yeah, sure, of course. Give me the mic. Yo.
Das kommt jetzt.
The news tried to shut my mouth, but it won't be long until they go south. Cause my name's Big J and you can't stop me. See, no censorship can stop me. Yeah, see, that's all I've got at the moment.
Did you just rhyme me with me?
No! Daddy promised this wouldn't happen again. You're supposed to clap and say, well done, Julian, well done.
Well done, Julian.
Thank you. Now, ask me a polite question, and I'll walk away nicely.
Okay.
Is it true that you're heir to a hotel chain?
What? Where did you hear that?
And that you're very much alive parents
La, la, la,
currently
la,
on the
la,
run
la,
for
la,
massive
la, la, la,
financial
la, la,
hoarding.
la.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to censor me?
Oh no.
Oh, Jay's us there, who really does seem to be going from strength to something. There are just so many stars here tonight, Megan. It really is the who's who of whatever here. I'm going to see if I can grab a moment with someone rather special. I hope you're not too jealous, Megan. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. But I think Stacey and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are. So, 3 big names there, Stacey.
Yeah, big names.
Any thoughts about them, maybe from your generation's perspective?
You won't like my opinions.
Oh, go on, try me.
Well, Bumbanonk is so old he's like 1 week away from a transition centre, so who cares? And Lil C was cool when I was like 12 or something, but now she's just another fucking loony. And Jesus is a disrupt-loving wanker who should have died with the rest of them 3 years ago.
You're right.
Oh.
You agree with me?
No, you're right, I don't like your opinions. But thankfully, we can go back to Patrick now, who has another familiar face to catch up with. Oh, Patrick, what's the atmosphere like?
We're on the edges of our seats, Megan, except we're standing. I apologise if I get overexcited, but any moment now, we're going to meet with the cast of the hottest new TV show. It's on every Saturday night. Have you guessed it? Yes, it's Big Chris's House of Chris's. And here's the man himself, Big Chris. Hello.
Oh, Mann.
It's good to see you, Big Chris. We love your show.
Oh, thanks, mate. It's really good to be here.
And are you excited for the autumn native?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Come on.
All right, just 1 sec. Sorry, that's impatient Chris and rude Chris.
Fuck off.
Are the other Chris's here as well?
Yeah, some of them couldn't make it, but some of the boys are here.
A lot of Chris's.
Chris, quiet Chris and remorseful Chris. Oh, my. Pocket Chris is around here somewhere, but I haven't seen him in ages.
What about Chris Reloaded?
Oh, no, he's not. He couldn't make it, but Chris 2 Electric Boogaloo's here. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's Mormon Chris.
Mormon Chris.
Have you seen Cardboard Chris? There he is. Oi, oi.
Oh yeah.
Look, I wouldn't normally ask this, but spill the gossip. Is there anyone in the cast you don't get on with?
Wow, everyone would think it would be Killer Chris, but he's all right. Yeah, he's really into crosswords. I think it'd probably be Surfer Chris.
Aw, bummer, man.
Or Disco Chris. Honestly, he's god awful.
Bit of cheeky celeb insight there.
Oh shit, I better go actually, before Sheriff Chris and Chris Beard fall out again.
Chris Beard?
Sorry, I've got to go. Too late, sorry. I'll see you inside.
No,
yeah?
thank you, Big Chris. Amazing. Megan, you know, I've heard the production have actually had to hire out a separate screen exclusively for them. I'm sure they'll love the movie. What a pleasure to meet with such varied and talented stars. Megan.
Thanks, Patrick. What a colourful interview there on what looks like an amazing night. They certainly know how to make an entrance, I hope. And the automated really does seem to have unstoppable written all over it, because despite Boris Hawley in Hours magazine calling it Lawrence Blunderclatch's overly long suicide note, in a review which ends with the words, and he hasn't even had the decency to see it through, the film, which is free to all residents of the territories, has seen record pre-bookings and looks set to run for months and months. But let's go back to those lucky few seeing it tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. Robin, you seen anything unusual there?
Well, I thought I saw some leprechauns in the green room, but I think it might have been someone's kids. But I know, they just keep coming. And here are some more famous faces, or famous brains, I suppose. It's Dr. David Wong and Dr. Ingrid is also here.
Dr. Ingrid, irgendwas.
Following your plight so closely on our show over the last few years, what's it like to be back on dry land?
It's so wonderful. I'm still not used to it. Every time I see the sun, I want to just scream out in joy. I'm grateful every day to your viewers for their support. Without them, well, we wouldn't be here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
And am I right in thinking that you two have a lovely little boy together?
Dante's 3 now, and he's gorgeous.
Oh, what a beautiful family.
Not since she left me.
Also in der ganzen Sequenz nur diesen komischen hier Frequenzregler machen.
Well, what happened?
Well, you know, the normal story. Sometimes things aren't as easy as they were when all you had was a cave.
No sooner was she able to see me in daylight than she was zooming off with a moron.
Oh, she's not a moron. She's a doctor.
A dermatologist is not a doctor.
Doch schon.
So sorry about this.
I'm sure she's got lovely skin, but forgive me if I don't ask her to do a coronary artery bypass.
If you carry on eating those pies, you might have to.
Here we go again. Very good. We can't all have pores as clean as hers, can we?
At least she doesn't have a PhD in biomechanics.
You take that back.
Well, thanks to you both for pushing the boundaries of human knowledge.
Arsehole.
Crikey! Well, the movie's about to start, so Patrick and I are about to share a box of overpriced popcorn. Back to you, Megan.
Thanks, Robin. Lucky you, and enjoy the movie. The Automated opens in cinemas across the territories this weekend. What a star-studded event, hey, Stacey?
Who cares? No one goes to the cinema these days.
Of course. We'll be back after these messages. I still go to the cinema.
Like the one at the home.
Yeah, I've got a video recorder. It's just not the same, is it?
You're right, it's better. No unevens chatting and chewing all the way.
Ungleich, ja.
Kiss and cuddle on the back row. Doesn't that happen anymore?
In public? What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with me.
Feeling better?
All right, you are. Got to get set up for heat rash. I think Ronnie's on something. I know he is. It was on his rider. Apparently it's medicinal.
Ronnie's always high. Give him orange juice.
My God, she speaks.
He's a stupid cunt.
And just like that, you wish she wouldn't.
Okay, Orangensaft.
We seem to be a bit bunched up in.
Oh, don't worry. It's so cold.
It's what now?
It's...
Oh, here's Megan. She's going to be interviewing you.
Hello. Hi.
This is her... this is Stacey.
Well, hello there, Stacey.
Fuck off, Ronnie. Right. No, I'm sorry, but if we can't be polite, you're going to have to wait in the dressing room. Whatever. Do you want to go and wait in the dressing room? Hmm? No. No what? No. Thank you. Okay. And sit up straight. You're ruining my shot.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
No co.
Fucking
No-Co,
right,
was auch immer.
What's that? What's no?
Bring in 5, 4.
Das ist so die. Das ist ja auch das Gefährliche bei so Systemen. Die erste Generation musst du eigentlich nur dazu bekommen, dass sie die zweite Generation so erziehen, wie du das möchtest. Und dann ist die zweite Generation komplett gehirnmanipuliert. Das ist die große Gefahr.
Welcome back. For our final segment tonight, Stacey and I are delighted to be joined by Heat Rash. Their new album, Girls and Why We Love Them All, comes out this weekend. So, let me see if I can get this right. It's Nolan.
I write the songs.
Ronnie.
That's what it says on my tattoo.
Oh, you've got a tattoo of your name on yourself. Okay.
In case he forgets it.
This raconteur, you must be Chinny. Why do they call you Chinny?
It's because of this ugly old thing.
I don't know what you mean. God, you're so fucking embarrassing. Dale. Right,
Ah,
Dale,
missed.
you do not look old enough to be in a band.
I get that a lot. I'm actually 23, the oldest one. I have a growth disorder.
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
It's so co-pretty.
He's only messing with you.
He's actually 58.
Okay, right, I see. You're going to be a handful, aren't you, boys?
Mum.
And you must be TP. What does TP stand for?
Tiny prick.
It stands for team player.
I see.
Team
How
player.
long have you had that nickname?
Ever since Nolan decided Terry Pronos was a shit name for a boy band.
Moin Black Zero.
Ronnie. Yeah, no co Ronnie.
Sorry, what does no-co mean?
Ah, it's the opposite of SoCo.
Ah.
Fuck's sake. So-co.
Yeah.
So cohesive. You pretees say cool.
Right, okay. Thank you, Stacey.
Pretties.
Sorry about her.
Not your fault. She's uneven.
So, you guys met through a popular show on one of our rival channels, didn't you?
Yeah, team players with a Z.
So, how did that work then?
Well, actually, Dale and I knew each other from school. We were actually class.
Oh Mann, das ist so anstrengend, die zwischen den Szenen zu wechseln. Vor allem, wenn die nur so eine Sekunde grün sind. Teach the children quietly, for someday sons and daughters will rise up and fight where we stood still. Silent Running, Mike and the Mechanics. Ja. Das habe ich habe nichts geändert. Also nicht, dass ich wüsste. Hä?
Mates and
Fuck's sake, Nolan, mate. Give someone else a chance. We all went on team players. We all auditioned.
Besser, oder?
The judges put us into bands. And, yeah, we went to their houses and they just put us into bands.
it's an example of how we're greater than the sum of our parts when we work in harmony.
And occasionally singing it.
So every week on the show, they get these bands and they give them a song that the producer just found from under the bin somewhere.
Actually, I write the song.
And the public would phone in and decide which song they like best.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated.
Das Wort Loser ist falsch. Oder eliminated.
No-co. Pretty. So no-co.
The band who get the most approval get to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
Mum.
What do I keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore.
Der Lehrer.
Would you please stop saying that?
That word is a pejorative. It's a word designed to diminish. At Go-Getters, I learned very early that we only win when everybody wins.
But, sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no?
Thought you were SoCo.
Yeah, I am so-co.
Nah, you're a shrinker. Can't be friends with shrinkers.
Boah, ich fühle mich gerade wie in einem Bus, ne? Ich fühle mich gerade wie in einem Schulbus. Wenn man, also in irgendeiner Buslinie, wenn gerade gefühlt 40 Schüler da drin sitzen und du hast das Gefühl, die sprechen eine andere Sprache. Boah, jetzt.
Doesn't know what you're talking about. She doesn't understand.
So I do understand, actually, Stacey.
What's a shrinker?
Well, a shrinker.
What's a preety, Mum?
Well, I think it means someone who's older, doesn't it?
Pre-territories.
It's someone who turned 18 before the new future. We call you preeties.
Uneven.
Mimis. Nonks.
It's not her fault she's old. She can't help it.
I'm not that old.
I'm trying to help you here.
I don't think I need your help.
See? Total Mimi.
Is that so?
Total
Yes,
Ichi was?
obviously.
What's happening?
You know what the real problem with you lot is? You just can't get over the fact that your beloved Disrupt are gone and you just don't fit in anymore. But the truth is, Disrupt were violent, no-co pricks being led by a fucking psycho. I'm glad they lost, and you should be too.
Listen, not everyone over 30 supported Disrupt, Stacey.
Not everyone, no, but one fuck-off lot of you did.
So-co, Stacey. So-co.
Was gucke ich mir gerade an?
Maybe a little bit more than we expected to there.
Irisch? Ja, genau, die sprechen auch plötzlich. Wenn ich hier in dem Bus sitze, sprechen die alle Irisch. Bestimmt. Oh, ich glänze wieder wie beschissen. Was hat's mit der One-Chip-Challenge auf sich? Wenn du die nicht kennst, schmeiß das mal in Google, dann weißt du, was es ist.
I'm genuinely delighted to have met Heat Rash. And before we end the show tonight, I think you're going to sing for us, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing a song from Girls and Why We Love Them All called Pieces of My Heart, which is about a real relationship I had with an actual girl.
Oh, Nolan, give it a rest, mate. No one cares. Go on, let's get on these stools, lads.
Right.
No call. No call.
So, Stacey, can I get your contact?
Oh, she's 15. Go on, piss off and sing your song, Terry. Christ.
Right you are.
So, here they are with their latest single, Pieces
Oh, ich darf jetzt wieder drücken, oder? Ich darf jetzt wieder drücken. Ich freue mich jetzt schon nicht.
of My Heart. Are you excited, Stacey?
Not for me, no. I only listen to blip music and a bit of jizzcore. Pop music is...
Ah, yes, I know I meant to mention this earlier. Apparently, these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time. Try and follow along, eh? Keep the shot on whoever is currently singing the lead vocal.
I saw you standing by the man you sent away the...
Ganz kurz. Für alle Leute aus den 90ern, den inneren Backstreet Boy aus euch rauslassen, bitte. Danke. Ich geb's auf, unten diesen Punkt da zu treffen, ne?
Take all of the loves that didn't last and leave them in the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside.
Der ist bis jetzt am schlechtesten von denen.
All the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I don't want you to pay. Crazier than Neil today. On Liberation Night, girl, I was sitting beside you.
Ach stimmt, das sind diese blöden, super scharfen Chips, aber naja, du brauchst da mindestens 4, sonst kommst du Roboter nicht ins Schwitzen. Weiß ich nicht. Die haben über 1 Million Scoville, je nachdem, welchen du kaufst. Ich glaube, einer wird mich aus dem Leben schießen. Glaube ich. Hat für mich eher Boyzone-Vibes. Ja gut, das Problem ist, ich kenne nur die Backstreet Boys und... Was ist das dann? The One Republic? Boyzone habe ich kein Bild im Kopf. Natürlich habe ich weder von den Backstreet Boys noch von Boyzone jemals etwas gehört. Ich weiß nicht einmal, wie man die schreibt. Oder dass sie existieren. Nein, natürlich nicht. Keiner kennt die.
Took a train through all the territories and we threw away the rules and wrote our personal stories. You took a dozen pieces of my heart. I didn't know the life could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last. I leave them there, the uneven path. Share the new future as my bride. Snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times you have cried. As my old man used to say, blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play.
Today.
And now I'm staring at your membership card. There's your picture beaming brighter than a handful of flaws. I'm trying to find the pieces of my heart and leave them in the uneven parts. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than
Das ist tatsächlich eine der besseren Musiknummern, die sie hatten. Aber nicht besser als dieses das Lied, wo Donald Trump vorkam.
Wow. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Heatlash. That was actually really good.
Best of luck. Thank you for coming in. Now it's almost time for final thoughts tonight. And I've actually asked Stacey to write a few, and they're just being programmed onto the auto cue now. Now, I have no idea what she's going to say. So, fingers on that bleep button in the broadcast room, just in case. Take it away, Stacey.
Beep.
My name is Stacey. I guess you know that by now. Don't know why I put that in there. Anyway. I don't watch the news. There's no need. You hear all the important stuff from your mates, so I don't know what's considered important anymore. But I'm pretty sure that it's not rehashed movies and fucking boy bands, so... Anyway. I'm going to talk about what's important to me. When Advance were first elected, 6 years ago, I was 9, and in a home. Not a family home, like you call a home. This was a state children's home. It was fucking awful, actually. It was like a Charles Dickens book. The roof leaked and the walls were damp some mornings. The food was bad. Drugs and alcohol were everywhere. No one cared. You had to watch your back all the time because there weren't enough staff to manage us. And yes, as you'd imagine, there was a lot of... Some bad stuff went down.
Sie wurden misshandelt.
The staff. Okay. Not all of them, but the others knew, and they didn't stop it. And then Advance won the election. And like a miracle, things started to change. they got better.
Das, guck mal auf das Gesicht von der Mutter hier unten links.
Nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and musical instruments and video games. Most of the staff were fired, and the new ones, which there were more of, spent time talking and working with the bullies. And you know what? A second miracle. It worked. The bullying stopped. Life, my life, got better. Because finally, there was enough money to do the good things, and Advance had the guts to do it. I joined Go-Getters, and on Liberation Night, that gave me a group of friends that I could talk with when the bombs went off and the power went out. Another miracle. I wasn't alone anymore. And that was the night I finally understood the importance of being in a team. So here's my final thought. I know the people who were doing better under the old system long to go back. You say, we were freer, but what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after all you've had taken away, you are still doing better than I am, than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you. And I'll never have that. So maybe you should stop looking for the worst interpretation of everything this amazing government does and realise it's not for you. It's for the millions like me. And you can cry and bleat all you want, but you're never going to get your money back because it's already been spent on miracles.
Was ist das jetzt?
Stand by. Stand by.
Let's keep making tomorrow better.
And we're out.
Is that all right? Yes. Yes, that was more than all right.
Nicely done. I think you might have actually given them something to think about.
So I guess you're going to be taking me back to the home now then.
I was thinking we could go out somewhere and, I don't know, have a meal, talk about our options, if that's okay.
Of course, Miss Wolf. Security will be standing by.
So they're always there then?
There was a thing a few years ago now.
Oh, with that Jeremy bloke? I heard about that, everyone did. Were you here back then? Doesn't look old enough.
She's growing on me.
Yeah, she does that.
An original composition of cooperation and cohesiveness. A song of solidarity for a steadfast society.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob die jetzt doch irgendwie halb gut sind. Wow, das ist schlecht. Naja, unsere Anleihen sind, naja, nicht besser geworden. Ich konnte ja nichts spielen von denen. Was wollte ich mir jetzt angucken?
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab who they can, and then you've got these generic links on the auto cue to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Bet you wish it.
She wasn't. Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to...
Das ist der Film. Das war die Werbeunterbrechung. War's das? Nee. Da war doch nicht so viel Zeit zwischen.
absolutely hate these things, Alan. They're all just so full of
bullshit, darling. They love you.
Mr. Blunderclatch, can I just grab you for a quick word with the NNN?
Hello, my darling. So good to see you.
Ach so, die Frau ist tot.
Yeah, I've got real people to talk to.
Der hat eine Urne in der Hand.
Well, Megan,
Das habe ich jetzt
I'm
erst
joined
gesehen.
by not one, but both of the stars, Lawrence Blunderclatch and Helena Canterbury-Bochu. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. It's thanks to shows like yours that Helena and I are even here. Don't you agree?
You two have both become absolute...
Das kennen wir ja schon alles. Die.
Lil C, Patrick Bannon from the NNN.
Das war sehr unspektakulär.
Jesus, have you got anything to say to the NNN?
Yeah. I've got a few things to say actually. Firstly, does Alex Winston still work there? And secondly, you're Robin.
It absolutely is, Patrick. Jesus, how are you?
Yeah, you know, I'm good. I'm great. No thanks to you, silencing me, silencing the truth.
Are you referring to your attempt to incite violence against the democratically elected leaders of this country on live TV?
Yeah, exactly. And instead of being held a visionary, my management and agent, they all dropped me.
Oh, no.
But you can't break me when you didn't make me, you understand? See, I'm the voice, I'm the hope. You can lock me up, call the doctors, but only the moon can judge me.
Did you just rhyme me?
Now, ask me a polite question, and I'll walk away nicely.
Is it true that you're heir to a hotel chain?
What? Where did you hear that?
And that you're very much alive parents are currently on the run for massive financial hoarding. Oh, I'm sorry.
Gehalthamsterei sind.
Trying to censor me.
Die hat einen guten Job gemacht, muss man sagen. Also.
Oh, Jesus there, who really does seem to be going from strength to something. There are just so many stars here tonight, Megan. It really is the who's who of whatever here.
And then I haven't even seen. Oh, come on, you know what they'll say. It's just the usual shit, isn't it? Amazing night, groundbreaking film, wonderful to be here. Oh, you like my outfit? Oh, thank you so much. It was designed by Free Pumpkin Nuts from Territory 2. Sorry, Twice. Once, pumpkin nuts is not a swear word, thank you.
I want a pair of heels by Frou Frou Pumpkin Nuts.
Oh no, so you think you do, but actually it's his cousin that designs shoes better.
And what's his name? Eli Watercart?
No, her name is Phoebe Randy.
Coming back now, quiet in the
Rollbusch.
studio.
Okay.
Thanks, Robin. But I think Stacey and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are. So, 3 big names there, Stacey.
Yeah, big names.
Any thoughts about them, maybe from your generation's perspective?
You won't like my opinions.
Oh, go on, try me.
Well, Bumbanonk is so old he's like 1 week away.
Come back here!
Da brüllte sie an, genau das wollte ich sehen.
Who has a... That really was not appropriate, and you know it. We could get sued for libel. You could get sued for libel.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was
though.
not funny. It was crass and it was cruel, and it makes you look just so...
Oh, don't be a bloody hypocrite! Randy cunt!
That is when the cameras are not rolling. There is a difference between who we are, this side of the camera, and then who we show the rest of the world.
So you're fake? That's what you're saying?
Everybody's a little bit fake,
I'm
Stacey.
fucking not!
Stacey, come back. Stacey, come... Fuck's sake, come back here.
Okay, wohin entwickelt sich das jetzt noch? Das hatten wir jetzt auf jeden Fall schon. Das hatten wir, glaube ich, schon. Das auch. Und ich habe keine Ahnung, was das ist. Wahrscheinlich von der Medaillenvergabe. Ungefähr 60, 70, 80 Tage. Wohlverdiente Strafe. Was passiert jetzt? Wieder einmal sitzt du in Bosemans Büro. Alles ist makellos ordentlich, wie der pingelige Boseman es gerne mag. Wobei es selten vorkommt, dass er sich verspätet. Als du dir gerade ausmalst, was wohl der Grund für seine Verspätung sein mag, geht die Tür hinter dir auf. Ah, Alex, danke fürs Warten. Du arbeitest seit fast 6 Jahren für uns, Alex. In dieser Zeit ist viel passiert. Von dem bedauernswerten Zwischenfall mit Mr. Donaldson bis hin zu dem Disrupt-Angriff auf dieses Gebäude. Er hält inne, um dich anzusehen. Tja, du hast in der Zeit wirklich gute Arbeit geleistet. Ich wollte nur sagen, weiter so. Aber auch, dass du noch ein kleines bisschen härter arbeiten musst, wenn es bei Channel One so etwas... Nee, wenn du es bei Channel One zu etwas bringen willst, Alex. Ei, Chef. Fantastisch, dann fängst du lieber damit an, hm? Sein Ton gleicht einem Rauswurf, also gehst du zurück in dein Studio und machst dich wieder an die Arbeit. Kannst du vielleicht wirklich mehr tun? Was passiert da am Ende? Ausgemachte Sache. Wir sind in der Wohnung umgezogen. Es ist spät. Es hat den ganzen Tag geschneit und im Gegensatz zu allen anderen bist du so viel möglich drinnen geblieben und hast dich warm gehalten. Normalerweise magst du den Schnee, aber heute nervt er dich einfach nur. Aber du hast morgen frei und kannst den Tag vielleicht sogar genießen. Das Telefon klingelt doch, ganz ehrlich. Sam freut sich immer wahnsinnig, wenn es schneit. Als die Kinder klein waren, hat sie immer dick eingepackt und ist mit ihnen im Schnee spielen gegangen. Aber das ist schon lange nicht mehr passiert. Die neue Wohnung ist nicht ganz so gemütlich, vor allem weil du es dir nicht leisten kannst, die Heizung einzuschalten. Ja, shit is going down. Sam kommt mit ein paar Einkaufstüten aus der Kälte herein. Kannst du mir mal kurz helfen? Das sind echt jede Menge Treppenstufen von hier zum Auto. Sie hat die Arme voll und offenbar große Mühe, alles in die Küche zu befördern. Andererseits warst du den ganzen Tag in der... Was? Warst du in der Arbeit wahrscheinlich. Und sie wie üblich nur zu Hause. Oh, tut mir leid, ich komme natürlich. Ach, ganz ehrlich. Du eilst hinüber, um Sam mit den Tüten zu helfen. Und sie lächelt dich dankbar an. Das meiste habe ich, aber ein paar Typen stehen noch unten. Du gehst hinaus und bist schon fast beim Aufzug angekommen, als dir wieder einfällt, dass er außer Betrieb ist. Siehst du? Als du die Tüten hochhebst, merkst du, dass Sam offenbar Fajitas machen will. Dein Lieblingsessen. Das merkst du, wenn du die Tüten hochhebst. Wie funktioniert das denn? Offensichtlich ist noch nicht alles verloren. Ihr vergesst das Wetter und die unbezahlten Rechnungen, während ihr in eurer wunderbar kleinen Küche zusammen kocht und lacht wie früher. Dir wird klar, dass ihr zum ersten Mal seit dem Einzug wieder glückliche Erinnerungen schafft, als Sam dich über den Tisch hinweg mit Sour Cream bespritzt. Geld ist nicht alles. Geld ist auch nicht alles. Geld macht nicht glücklich. Es macht, du kannst dir nur Dinge kaufen, die dich augenscheinlich glücklich machen. Zeit für Reflexion. Das klingt so langsam nach Ende. Dein Vater ist vor über 13 Jahren gestorben. Du hast sein Grab seitdem einige Male besucht. Meistens, wenn du sehr gestresst warst. Vor allem nicht, wenn ich heute auf meine Aktien schaue. Oh nee, fangen wir nicht mit Aktien an. Der Markt ist im Eimer aktuell. Oder wenn du nachdenken musstest. Oder wenn du einfach ein bisschen Ruhe und Stille gebraucht hast. Er wurde... upsa. 75, ne? Das ist heute nicht anders. Sam legt dir tröstend die Hand auf die Schulter. Du bist froh, dass sie noch an deiner Seite ist. Sam, einfach nur an deiner Seite zu haben, macht schon alles leichter. Ja, 75. Ein Rabe kräht, als er sich in der Luft schwingt. Charlie war erst 8, als sein Großvater gestorben ist. Er konnte damals noch nicht verstehen, was das für ein schwerer Verlust war. Du hast dich danach immer bemüht, an ihn weiterzugeben, was dein Vater dir beigebracht hatte. Doch jetzt ist Charlie erwachsen und inzwischen bringt er dir viel übers Leben bei, was merkwürdig, aber auch wunderbar ist. Du bist stolz, wie er sich entwickelt hat. Ja, Susi. Susi, die arme Susi. Du würdest alles geben. Wie alt war sie? 20. Um sie wieder zu haben, wenn auch nur, um mit ihr zu streiten. Sie wollte doch einfach nur die Welt kennenlernen. So neugierig, so voller Leben. Bis zur Befreiungsnacht. Die hat alles verändert. Chris war 34. Nee, 44. Ist Chris der Bruder? Wer war Chris? Das ist unsere Tochter? Aber das hat sie nicht verdient. Hättest du dem nicht deinen Pass gegeben, wäre der in Sicherheit gewesen. Und Sam war damals noch so glücklich darüber. Man weiß nie, wie eine Entscheidung endet. Denn Raben krähen dann. Oh Gott. Tiefgründige Fragen des Lebens. Deine Mutter ins Übergangszentrum zu bringen, war eine schwierige Entscheidung. Vielleicht die schwierigste in deinem ganzen Leben. Du weißt immer noch nicht, ob es die richtige Entscheidung war. Aber wenigstens leidet sie jetzt nicht mehr. Und wenigstens sind sie und dein Vater jetzt zusammen. Was auch immer als nächstes geschieht. Ja. Es wäre aber schön, sie hier beide zu haben. Ich glaube nicht, dass sie so lange gelebt hätte. Du wendest dich ab und gehst zu deinem Auto. Man kann das Leben nicht kontrollieren. Was passiert, wer lebt, wer stirbt. Man kann nur weiterleben und abwarten, was einem als nächstes entgegengeschleudert wird. Ist das Leben nicht einfach eine Abfolge von kleinen Entscheidungen, die uns definieren? Und wir wissen nicht, welche Entscheidungen uns in eine Richtung führen und welche uns hierher führen. Das klingt ganz, ganz massiv nach dem Spielende. Ja, das Finale. Ich glaube, das riecht nach Spielende. 7 Jahre seit der Wahl. Das ist...
Let's try and get through this last one, Alex. For old time's sake. I know Advance have allowed your equipment to fall into disrepair. It's all gone wrong since they took over. Not that the alternative was any better. Those dangerous bloody psychopaths at Disrupt. Still, the show must go on. One more time at least. Quick point before you start. We're still having a few problems with the machinery. Locking buttons, screens flickering on and off, sparks and the like. I'm sure you'll manage without issue. Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons these days. Make the most of it.
I'm sorry, no.
Okay, no worries.
Oh yeah.
How old are you then, Cole?
Okay, here we go. Big smiles.
I've actually gained a year. I celebrated 44 last year, but it's actually this year. It's brilliant.
You're 44. I'm going in 5, 4, 3.
Fängt das wieder an.
Good evening and welcome
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
tonight. I'm Megan and I'm joined as always by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan.
On the excitement scale?
Yeah, exactly. We have got so much SoCo stuff coming up.
We sure do. We have
SoCo stuff.
Jordan Brankley, who will be cooking up a storm.
We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future.
And we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing you how to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
Wenn das Finale ist, dann...
We have hardened our hearts. We have lived with death and we no longer fear it. There is no price too great for liberty. I can be silenced, but your thoughts cannot. And each day, just like before, we gain hearts and minds. Because the truth is like that. Irresistible. We're back. And we're only getting started.
Let's fight for freedom!
Right.
Ah!
So Robin's going to give us an update
Ja,
on our
super.
lovely nightly show pets in Pet Corner.
Well, Megan, first up we have our hamster, Lord Cheeks. Now, he's a squat winter grey with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love hoarding, and they actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples,
Das hält wahrscheinlich nicht.
now, hamsters are nocturnal, so we'll do our best not to wake him up. But let's just see if we can... Well, the door has been left open.
Ist
It
irgendwo.
looks as though Lord Cheeks has actually gone for a little wander. But I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Oh.
She's dead.
Those are our nightly show pets, Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
Sie ist tot.
We'll check in on them, or some very similar animals at the same time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry, because if not, you're about to be. Patrick Bannon is with Chef Jordan Rankley, and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie. It's time to go into the kitchen.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
Tue ich nicht.
That's right, and I'm joined here by Chef Jordan Rankley. Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's a shame about all the arseholes. Yes?
Sorry?
What?
So,
Ob das eine Anspielung auf Gordon Ramsay ist? Niemals.
you own 6 restaurants. You've been awarded 9 Ballon Massifs across your career, and you've worked alongside the best chefs in the world. Tonight you've got me. Oh, are you worried?
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes. So, what are we making today, Chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
It's got sweetness, it's got the acidity of the fruit, and then get the richness of that pastry. Incredible.
Ja.
Wow, okay.
Das ist echt eine versuchter...
So, we're going to start by making our filling. So, we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples here.
Man merkt, dass das ein Versuch ist, Gordon Ramsay nachzumachen, so ein bisschen.
Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice these up perfectly. And then, straight into the pan.
Your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on Friday here on Channel 1. So, tell us about that.
So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
What?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Oh, don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so once we've done that, we set these aside whilst we make the pastry. Yeah?
Yep. Bowl. Yeah? Bacon, sugar, butter.
Yep.
We mix that together, and then a whole egg.
Okay, egg.
What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your brains the size of that fucking egg?
Oh, no, Chef.
No. Shit, right. Mix that with a wooden spoon and work.
Das wird richtig schlechtes Segment für mich.
Nice ball of dough, just like that.
So, what does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind?
Shit the bed.
Yeah.
What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy.
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it.
Ja.
Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling.
Okay.
Apples, sugar, yes, cinnamon.
So, you own 6 restaurants across 5 territories.
Super Köchin.
Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right, now we're rolling out 2/3 of our pastry. Bit of flour.
Boom.
Into the dish.
The filling goes next, right? The filling goes next.
Why are you watching this? Do you
Then
remember
taking
how
the remaining pastry, rolling that into a round, and that goes on the top. Beautiful.
Lovely. Okay.
Now I watch this excuse of a program, and I realise he was
A bit of water
100% right.
around the rim.
Disrupt's first master died protecting this
Now
show.
press gently
If you could see it now.
all the way around. And we're cutting 5 slashes very carefully.
Very
for
good.
steam. And then brushing the whole thing with a beaten egg. And then brushing the whole thing.
Okay.
Das sieht nicht gut aus. Was auch immer es ist.
What do you think?
Oh my god.
What do you think?
You, come here. Come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather dry my eyelids up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after the fucking shit-kicking contest, do you understand?
Shit-kicking contest, do you understand? That goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You, come here, you. You're the worst fucking thing to happen to food since cyanide. Do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off!
Okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition. Visions of the Future.
I think you might be using those sound effects a little too much there.
Well, that looks delicious. If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped addressed envelope and we'll send you the fact sheet. So, Robin, look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
It was so tough narrowing
Stimmt.
it all down. So we have some amazing runners-up. In 3rd place, drum roll please, we have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwelly.
Was ist das?
He calls this still life and the future of God, and it really blew us away.
Kann ich auf einschalten.
Line work here, and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
If you look here, you'll see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley face or perhaps a cat. But I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
Indeed. He's also chosen to just leave a lot of it blank, which I think is
Yeah.
really interesting. If you know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But next up, we have our 2nd place entry. So in 2nd, drum roll please, we have Keith.
Was ein Unterschied.
41 from Dungleys. Yeah, Keith, we were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
Indeed. He
Was
said
ist
in
das?
his really rather detailed notes, deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death, where only the victor may breed. He also says at the bottom here, either that or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, "Come back to me, Linda!" Oh, Keith. Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable Happy Land on an industrial estate just off the A40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will win the chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality. There we go. And the winner is... drum roll.
Einen wunderschönen guten Tag. Moin Erytos, wie geht's euch? Was? Oh Gott.
Sometimes I'm not so lucky. I used to rant about belief juice, a drug in the water. I was wrong. I admit that. It's not in the water, it's right here. in this screen, in this show.
Was habt ihr Schönes gemacht? Skyrim.
Through your eyes, and it makes you stupid and asleep.
Stars getting involved in the party, aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire. In what I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come.
Oh, das wird so eine schlechte Bewertung.
Well, if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in. And yours could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely homemade gifts. Don't go away.
Wheel of Truth.
After this.
That's the break. 1 minute.
What I can tell, the machine's getting a bit worse for wear there, Alex. I expect your kids will be going downhill a bit more in this next
Oh je.
so be...
Ist schon jemand da? Surah das raided und keine Chatnachricht. Surah, das ist direkt eingeschlafen. Er hat auf Raid geklickt. Alle am Schlafen, ich auch. Echt? So schlimm? Was Skyrim? Wobei, du hast doch Skyrim gespielt. Das hat nie gemacht, dass das so einschläfern war. Also das... Dann... Den zweiten Drachen hast du wahrscheinlich noch nicht getötet, oder? Beim letzten Mal hast du gesagt, dass du noch das, du quasi vernichtet wurdest vom zweiten. Nee.
Don't take any unnecessary risks. To be honest, I handed in my notice this morning. So long as it finishes, the rest doesn't really matter anymore.
Loading bay.
Boseman kündigt. Segment E, what the heck? Oh Gott. Das wird noch Jahre dauern, gefühlt. Das Gefühl habe ich auch bei dem Skyrim-Play von dir aktuell. Du bist ja jetzt schon, keine Ahnung, wie viel der Stream war das? Bist du schon zweistellig?
It's an honest account of my childhood, because in the new future, there's no need for secrets.
There was just so much injustice.
Bin schon bei über 100 Stunden. Ach du Scheiße. Hast du das mit Mods so schwer gemacht? Das ist krass.
It's playing havoc with the sound.
It's bad out there. We're being stretched again.
Perhaps use a high-pass filter.
It's a revolution, Colin.
Well, can you ask them to keep it down a bit?
Jenny, where's Glyn? Can we get him out here? I'm not sure about this grandma one.
Oh, he's writing with our other guests at the moment.
I just wouldn't say grandma. Yes, grandmother's arsehole. It's much better.
Okay, everyone, if I could have your attention, please. Sarah just needs a word.
Apparently.
Naja, aber unabhängig davon, wenn einer noch nicht schläft vielleicht, willkommen zu den quasi der letzten Mission von Do Not Broadcast. Einem sehr interessanten Story, ja, mit Minigames gepickten Spiel, wo eigentlich jede Entscheidung, die man trifft, während des Games und auch in den Textpassagen doch schon sehr großen Einfluss auf die Entwicklung hat. In einem fiktiven Land, wo eine Regierung ein sehr... Ist es autokratisch? Ich weiß es gar nicht, wie das System heißt. Also die Regierung hat die absolute Macht, hat das Geld zentral gehortet und organisiert eigentlich alles in mehr oder weniger Gleichheit. Wobei ich glaube, dass es eigentlich eher so ist, dass die Befürworter der Regierung, die werden natürlich unterstützt. Kritiker verschwinden irgendwie, logischerweise, wie man das halt macht. Und wir sind halt beim ersten Fernsehsender des Landes, Channel One, und beeinflussen, ob entweder was gesendet wird oder Teile rausgeschnitten werden, die der Regierung helfen oder gegen die Regierung sind. Also definitiv eine Empfehlung wert, wenn einer es günstig mal bei Steam oder sowas findet. Ist interessant gemacht und ich habe sowas Ähnliches noch nie gespielt. tatsächlich.
There's been some sort of disturbance near the studio. Now, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but I wanted to let you know that I've asked for extra security, and they're already on their way.
Thanks, Sarah. Okay, 10 seconds for positions and pose.
Okay, this time you've said it.
Laughing, and we're going in 5, 4, 3.
Oh je.
More audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
I'm sorry, we were just saying we can't wait to taste Patrick's pie.
Oh, I don't know, I think I could wait. Well, here it is, fresh out the oven.
Oh, well, it does look amazing. Jordan, how did that Patrick do?
Das sieht nicht gut aus.
That pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Oh. Thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in.
Okay.
Oh nein, tu's nicht. Don't do it.
Oh my god. Oh lord. Oh, that's really something, Patrick. That's delicious. But now you better go and get ready for that next feature. Every night we play a
Alle gehen
game
jetzt kotzen.
of truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I better bring her round. Should I? The surprise guest? What do you think? Here she is, best-selling author, lawyer and thinker. I mean, she's only the blooming team leader. It's Julia Salisbury.
Prime Minister Julia Salisbury.
Ach, sie ist da.
Welcome, Julia.
Delicious, ja. Das Witzige ist halt, dass die Köchin, die dabei ist, also die da eben mit dem More Crust than my mother's asshole, das ist der Versuch, Gordon Ramsay nachzumachen. Gar nicht so schlecht gemacht bis jetzt, aber es ist schon echt nicht gut gemacht. Vielleicht aber auch extra so.
Megan, you look incredible.
Stop it, I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
That's right, it's that part of the show where we pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them.
That's right, Robin. They're gonna spin the wheel to pick a round, and it could be anything from box of flies to slap my face. They really have no idea what's in store.
So, up first, we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Yeah, here we go.
Ich wollte klatschen.
Okay, let's see what you've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
It's one fucking time. One time. Well, I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
Oh, not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my god!
Go on, why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute... No, I can't. Okay, what did...
Let's go.
It's early morning as I record this. Maybe you'll see this tonight, or next week, or never. It takes a lot to even get these on the air. So many small acts of rebellion. So don't worry. The fact that you can hear this at all proves it.
I can't wait!
No! Honestly,
Ach du blödes Ding.
we're clearly not paying you enough.
So ein Unsinn.
We'll sort you out.
Oh, are you blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
I mean, I'm not blushing. Come on then, you, Julia. Spin the bloody wheel.
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. It's Guess That Face. I'm going to show you a picture and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Julia. Oh, who's that?
Oh my god!
Is that you?
Wahrscheinlich sie, ne?
Look, it was a very difficult time, Fashion.
That hairdo is fucking hilarious.
No, don't. I think it's sweet.
The mullet is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there, Jordan.
Was kommt jetzt?
Who
Oh.
is this? Does that look familiar at all?
Wow! Well, I'm glad I was getting fashion advice from someone who managed to make 7 look like 85.
Oh je.
Where did you find that monstrosity? I look like I'm haunting the fucking place.
Right. We've got to move on. Jordan, let's have another spin.
Manu, Hallöchen. Wie geht's dir? Hier. We love truth. Mal gucken.
It's my go, Dad. You go. Go on. Sorry, I'm so keen. Let's go so much.
Oh, well, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
It's fact or fish.
Fact or fish?
Okay, if you look under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie.
Boah.
I'm going to ask you both a question.
Das ist einfach nur Milch.
All you have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready for the question? Yes. Here we go.
Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one?
Oh, what a cop-out.
How is it? How is it?
Fucking
Oh, we made it extra fishy.
I need my fucking mouth. Do you know how much these taste buds are worth?
Well, we've got time for one more quick spin, so go, Julia, go!
Du glaubst? Okay, wieso glaubst du hast Sonnenbrand? Merkst du das noch nicht ganz? Also hier war es heute sehr, sehr bewölkt die ganze Zeit. Da wäre nicht mal möglich gewesen, Sonnenbrand zu bekommen.
Take a look in that box under your desk there.
Wie viel... Ob die alle glücklich sind? Ja, super.
Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Bless him.
Ach, der Hamster.
Julia, what have you got in that box? It's not cheese, is it? Cheese! It's not cheese!
Juggling balls? What am I supposed to do with these?
Wow! Give it a go for us!
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on!
Ich kann jonglieren.
Last word, you. Dance, puppets, dance.
She's doing it! She's fucking doing it!
Ey, also das ist tatsächlich unlogisch. Jemand, der das noch nie gemacht hat, schafft das nicht.
Impressive, I have to say, unexpected. Well, gosh, that was our game of Wheel of Truth, and my God, wasn't that fun?
Okay, it really was, wasn't it? And now it's time to head over to Megan in Crafty Corner!
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
That's right, you joined me in Crafty Corner.
Ich will aber mehr
But today I'm
SFX.
going to be ably assisted by Julia. Come on over here. Goodness me, I don't
Das
know how you
Gesicht glüht ein bisschen und ich war ohne Hut beim Fliegenfischen. Okay, dann ist aber Sonnenbrand das Geringste. Sonnenstich ist deutlich schlimmer.
Well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on, because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? All of us there on the sofa.
Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is that all you in there?
Yeah, it is. If we can just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping
Wow.
to the last minute.
Oh, every year. I do it every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Shall we get cracking?
Oh, yes, please.
We're going to start with a shoe box here. And Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors. I just want you to get rid of this front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Oh, yes. No, in my house we show our love through food.
Kann ich auf 3 gehen?
Dinners, loads of drink.
Absolutely right. That's the best bit about any holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along.
Aber
the
es hat
line
doch keiner
there.
Essen außer sie.
At home. Make sure you're being supervised.
Mir ist nicht schlecht, das ist schon mal gut.
There we go. Fabulous. Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made
Hast du denn was gefangen? Wenn du beim Fliegenfischen warst, hast du was gefangen?
earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever backdrop you like.
Like a nice shiny gold number.
Well, exactly right. So we're going to make bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps a little desk. So I'm just going to grab this piece of card. I just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall I?
Thank you
There
so
you go.
much.
And all you need to do is cut along the lines there. Fabulous. So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato pie.
Three potato pie, I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash or wrapped up in a jacket potato. That just me that does that.
I don't know, but that sounds starchy. Well done, Julia. So now she's
Was auch immer das für ein Salat sein soll.
What it's going to look like at the end is this little rectangular shape there. And we're going to pop it in the middle. Bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down.
Jetzt gleich kommt wahrscheinlich wieder ein Signal.
Knocking it all over.
I got one though, Megan.
Good, fantastic. You're just going to cut along the line here, down the middle.
Mein Ausbilder hat 2 Forellen gefangen, die haben wir aber freigelassen, weil die zu klein waren. Okay. Also hast du keinen, selber keinen gefangen.
Well done. When you're done,
oh, there we go.
It's going to look a little something like this. And look what I've done there. I've stuck some felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can
Well,
we?
absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah.
isn't there, Julia? What is that?
A higher caliber of guests.
Nearly, it's people. So
Nee, ich muss Brateis essen. Nee, Bratreis.
we've stuck a cocktail stick into a
Auch der ist lecker.
We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here. I know it well. It's me. I'm going to stick it down there. A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over. Sitting down on the couch over there.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself just comfortable, just there. Yeah, there we go.
In the middle.
Of course, are all made and cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines. So you can have any guests you like. Julia, is there anyone else you'd like in a studio?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heatrash.
Nice.
Yes, put that away. Yes, he's going to be teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
And of course, you can decorate them however you want. Perhaps you're a bit, I don't know, nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there. Or even a bit of retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by... Sorry, that's...
Oh, das ist der sich abgeknallt hat.
We're out of time, I'm afraid, Megan. It's time for a break. When we come back, I'll be on the couch of chat talking to some of you, and I just cannot wait. We'll be back after these messages.
Okay, before we
Warum?
What's that? I don't know. Seems to be a little kerfuffle in the corridor. One moment.
Control. Starting off here in Territory 1, make sure you because we've got loads of fun.
Ich glaube, Boseman wurde gerade abgeholt.
Head towards Leaders' Day later in the week. There's a 100% chance of festivity.
Should we be worried? We've got the Prime Minister here. It's good that she's here. She's the reason for the extra security.
Are we going to need it?
Possibly. They're back.
It's not very reassuring.
I know. Good thing I'm not your mum, right?
Who saw an unbelievable 191
Ich
Though a nasty cold snap brings
glaube, Boseman wurde gerade abgeholt.
so not all sunshine and rainbows. No rainbows in sight over territories 3 and 4, as a Category 2 storm warning means we advise our residents to spend their Leaders' Weekend indoors. Though we're sure the happy parents of the 12 new children in Territory 3 will be thanking their lucky stars for an excuse to stay home.
Ja, jetzt bin ich mal gespannt, was passiert.
Nothing to do with stars, more of a hot air, cold air thing. Next, this front of warm smiles heads across Territory 5, who are still under a blanket.
It's bad, Mum. Not like before, so much more than we were expecting. And they're better organised this time. Like someone experienced is running things.
Well, we stopped them before, we can do it again. Thank you, Sarah.
One more thing, Mum. Apparently there's chatter about you. I've requested backup, but well, we're stretched pretty thin, Mum.
I receive death threats like other people receive post. I've learned to take it all with a pinch of salt.
Of course, Mum.
Thank you, sir.
That sounded deeply worrying.
Oh, you get used to it. I have.
I hope I don't have to.
What did the postman tell you?
Tell us what?
We'll be bringing you a more specific I'm sure he'll tell you when the time's right. Forget I said anything.
Going in 10
Was?
seconds.
I don't think she likes me very
Bossman?
No, that's just how she shows love.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the nightly show where it's time to get a little intimate with the Prime Minister on the couch of chat. Prime Minister, it's great to still have you with us.
Thanks, Megan. Although maybe now's the right time to tell you that you're going to be seeing an awful lot more of me.
Oh, why is that?
Ach, sie übernimmt die Rennen.
I'm delighted to announce that starting next week, I will be the new...
Miss Salisbury, could you get ready to accompany me, please? Please remain in place, Mum. This won't take a moment. Sit rep.
We do apologise to our viewers at home for this unexpected interruption.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
Right, understood. Everyone, please remain calm. How can I help? Can you clear everyone out of that area? Everyone.
Okay, everyone, if we could just clear away from these studio doors. Yeah, that's right, just behind the cameras, please.
Do those doors lock? Is that Colin with the headphones on? Hey, mate, can you lock the doors? Can you not hear me?
Colin! Colin!
You can't hear us.
I'll do it.
No, miss, too late.
I'll do it.
I'm law enforcement! Load your weapons up!
You can stay at the door, lock it tight until
Woo! Shit is going down.
Now listen, there's no need for anyone to...
back down!
Run.
Oh, Sonnymops, Hallöchen. Yes.
It's time for some real. You, mic me up. Is it working?
Of course.
Is it working?
It's working.
Good. Over there, on your knees. Now. Over there, on your knees. Next to him. Move! You, next to him.
Yes.
You okay, Colin?
Shitty birthday.
Ach,
Worst one I've had, though. Let them go, Mr. James. It's me you want.
Don't flatter yourself. You're not the target here. You're just a bonus.
Oh my God, is it me?
We're not here to take out a person. We're not here to take out a person.
knall die mich jetzt ab?
We're cancelling the whole fucking show. We're cancelling the whole... Which camera? Which camera? I know you're watching this. In your vans. Planning your counter-attack. Please. Try and control yourselves. Oh. Well, I'm sure you know the rest.
Alan, we can talk about this.
Oh, we will. I have a lot of questions.
There's no need for anyone to get hurt.
Where was that attitude during the uprising? You know, the night your thugs killed my friends.
There are innocent people here.
Says the woman who killed 14 million of them. No, I don't feel any great need to answer to you. In fact, get over here.
I don't take orders.
Come here! You move when I tell you to!
Woo.
Give me that.
Das ist ja mal spannendes Fernsehen hier. Keine komischen Boybands.
Alan, don't do it. You're not an executioner.
What am I then, eh? You tell me, Megan Wolf, what the fuck am I?
Just a man who's just way in over his head.
Don't patronise me, you smug bitch. I'm not one of your little helpers. Get over here. Kneel beside her. You're just as fucking guilty as she is.
Guilty of what, you fucking psychopath?
All of it! She sat there, smiling, and let it all happen. Jeremy Donaldson died for this programme. And she let it become this. Bread and circuses. Bread and fucking circuses!
Don't you say his name.
I beg your pardon?
I said, don't you say his name. You don't get to do that! You don't get to do that!
You're angry at the wrong person, love. You're angry at the wrong person. She's the one that killed him. The first victim of her benevolent slaughter, not the last, though.
All I am hearing is crazy.
Then maybe you should hear it from the source. Confess. Confess.
Das ganze Ding fällt auseinander.
Fine. Have it your own way.
Stop.
Woo. Wen hat er jetzt, warte, wen hat er abgeknallt? Die daneben stand. Der mit Kopfhörern, oder? Moin Akutenshi, du hast doch schon mal Moin gesagt. Du warst wahrscheinlich einfach direkt wieder weg, oder? Colin, ja, Colin.
Answer my questions. Or she dies next. Yep. Then you.
Tell him what he wants to hear. Ask your questions.
Better. First question. How did you actually think this was all going to end?
In a better world.
Bullshit.
It's the truth! When we came into power, everything was broken. The system worked for so few. There was hunger and poverty and real pain. But you never saw that, Mr. James, because you were doing just fine, thank you very much. And my side? We were too weak, too meek. It was all good intentions and second chances and playing by the rules. Well, you know where playing fair gets the people at the bottom because of fucking nowhere. Someone had to be prepared to actually fight, to do what was required. So I did it. Because no one else was going to.
14 million people.
To save the 60 million here? What would you have done? Let us all starve to death?
You should have found another way.
There was no other way.
Is that how Peter Clement saw it?
Nein, den hat sie getötet. Ja.
I loved him more than I have ever loved anyone, but he was soft. He wouldn't have allowed it to happen. And afterwards, he couldn't sleep. It haunted him. I think he would have killed him in the end anyway. But that's on me, Mr. James. What's on you?
Ja, meistens ist ja Taxischichtwoche. Aber hey, ich muss nicht mehr über die Leiter zum PC. Du meinst, die Gefahr, tödlich zu verunglücken, auf dem Weg zu deinem Computer ist jetzt gesunken. Das ist schon mal gut. Das freut mich.
We're not discussing me. Didn't you hear? Disrupt died on the night of the uprising.
Then how have we been watching you for months?
Watching me?
You're not the only one who knows how to get people on the inside. We knew you'd pop your grubby little head up again, and we've been collecting information just in case you did. There's a recording, a meeting of the so-called Disrupt leadership. Tiny hidden cameras, very high-tech. Perhaps the public should see what your bosses are talking about when there's no one else around.
We have people at the network jamming your signals, messing with your broadcast room. We'll stop you.
We have people too, and they've been doing this an awfully long time. Prepare the footage on screen 4. I guess it's up to the broadcast room.
Sollen wir das zeigen? Ich weiß nicht. Ich weiß nicht. Ja, die Treppe war genauso schnell eingebaut, wie ich die alte ausgebaut hatte. Ja gut, ich würde aber auch sagen, Treppe einbauen. Gut, das kommt auf die Treppe an, aber... Hast du das alleine gemacht? Nee, da kamen doch Leute, die das gemacht haben, ne? Mich würde es schon interessieren, was Disrupt erzählt, wenn keiner zuhört. Was die wollen.
You in there? If you play that footage, she dies.
Play it, Alex. Play the tape. I've seen it. It's important. It's gonna blow us up anyway, so just play the fucking tape.
Goodbye, my love. Jetzt bin ich gespannt.
I visited Stas Levigrad recently. What remains of it? You know, smoke still rises from some of the wreckage. Apparently it's too dangerous to send in men to put out the fires.
We have all lost that to which we were attached.
5 years, General, and still it burns. That is why this cannot be allowed to happen again.
Then we are all agreed. Once normality returns, we will proceed in a process of sanitization, Viscount.
My estimates suggest that we will need to expunge at least 45,000 in each territory, and if we are to be certain, many hundreds of thousands more. There'll be regional variations, of course, but the numbers will remain surprisingly consistent.
It will be an industrial
Okay.
procedure. We will need facilities.
Undoubtedly.
Oh, my people can deal with that. They're experienced in clandestine construction under challenging conditions.
But it will have to be all of them, General. The intellectuals, the radicals,
Oh, yes.
free thinkers, anyone who does not understand and accept the natural order of existence.
Of course, Jacob. There can be no fertile ground left for these ideas to take root again.
Merely resistance. We should also consider relatives and close friends. They will no doubt have been exposed to dangerous ideologies anyway.
Einmal lief über die Firma. Okay.
Yes, but we can manage it. I mean, once the processing is up and running, we can streamline it.
You're certain you can manage these numbers, Deb?
Oh, yes, Viscount, possibly more. And then there's the transition centres. They can be easily repurposed.
Well then, this is marvellous. Marvellous, gentlemen.
There is one other matter to discuss. Our colourful spokesman.
Mr. James. He's useful, for now. His appearance works well for us with the common class.
But he'll have to go too, him and all his type.
Oh, yes.
On that, I think we can all agree. Let him dance today for the masses.
Oh Gott.
Here, and then later,
Der sieht das selber, oder?
cut his threads.
Obviously. The face of the future looks nothing like Mr. James.
Yes. I remember when we had troublesome cadets in a unit, we used to send them on a doomed mission. Gave their relatives something to be proud of, an honourable death of a loved one. Stopped them asking some troublesome questions.
An excellent solution. Mr. James is full of passion. Let him consume himself with it.
Shall we turn to the matter of a new curriculum?
Bad choice, Alex. Kill her. Bad choice, Alex.
Goodbye, my friend.
Better yet. This is on you.
Songbird down! Repeat, songbird down!
Everybody stop!
Lower your weapons. Lower your weapons. Think about this, Mr. James. No one else needs to die today.
I agree. In 4 minutes' time, a helicopter is going to land on the roof of this building. I will be making my way up there and boarding that helicopter. And then I'll be on my way. And as you so observantly pointed out, no one else will need to die here today.
Oh
I
je.
imagine you'll be joining me on the roof.
You know I can't let you leave this room. You know I can't let you leave. Alan Stephen James, you are formally requested for dialogue. Under Section 12 of the Mental Health and Antisocial Activity Act, if you refuse to collaborate, I am clinically empowered to intervene. Anything you say can and will be used in efforts towards your betterment.
You're arresting me. Do you not
Das ist
see
eine
this?
Bombe.
A palliative advisor will be made available to you at no cost. Do
Ihr
you
blind?
understand these advantages as I have expressed them to you?
You must be fucking kidding me!
The patient has refused to engage.
You have no power here! If I take my thumb off this trigger...
The patient is a clear and present danger.
War zu erwarten.
Centigrade received. Centigrade received. Target neutralized.
Oh Mann, oh Mann.
Headquarters, I can confirm intelligence. The device was sabotaged by person or persons unknown. 4 civilian casualties present, including Songbird.
4? 1, 2, 3, 4? Ja.
All other hostages traumatized, but otherwise unharmed. Why are these lights on?
You're broadcasting your life.
Control, I need transmission stopped immediately.
No, you can't just cut the signal. We have to say something. We can't just leave them. We have to say something.
I think everyone's seen more than enough.
Der Final Disruption. Aua, da kriegt man ja einen Tinnitus-Horn.
The god smiles like a million instas, breaking the heart of widows and spinsters, smashing
Also ich werde mir definitiv Lawrence Bondercatch wird vom Publikum immer noch geliebt und von der Branche gehasst. Jesus nimmt sich eine Auszeit vom Rampenlicht und geht auf eine musikalische Reise zu sich selbst in dem Haus seiner Eltern. Die Karriere von Lil C springt vom Höhepunkt zu Höhepunkt. Erst vor kurzem hat sie eine Reihe von Duftkerzen und ein Sextape veröffentlicht. Ganz normal. Niedrig hängende Eier sind die diesjährige Must-Have-Genitalien auf der Fashion Week. Hauptstadt Sophia Remington schien nicht überrascht zu sein. 20 Jahre nach der bitteren Scheidung von David und Ingrid entwickelte Baby Dante seine Superkräfte und zerstörte alles maritime Leben südlich des Äquators. Nachdem er ein mysteriöses goldenes Ticket in seinem Bettelnapf gefunden hatte, erlebte Johnny Hemsleaf eine Reihe unglaublicher Abenteuer und lebte in einer magischen Curryfabrik. Also... Das ist ein unheimlich interessantes Spiel, aber um es mehrfach durchzuspielen, braucht man auch extrem viel Zeit. Also das wird ja mehrere Enden haben und mehrere Sequenzen, die passieren können. Aber das durchzuspielen in komplettem nochmal mit anderen Entscheidungen, das ist verdammt aufwendig. Alleine, weil diese Sendesequenzen fast immer eine halbe Stunde lang sind. Bei nur Mord und Totschlag, ja, nur Mord und Totschlag. Und die Regierung blieb. Trotz ihres Todes arbeitete Helena Canterbury Boatshoe unvermindert weiter. Für ihre Rolle als Briefbeschwerer eines Mafia-Bosses wurde sie kürzlich als beste Schauspielerin geehrt. Okay. Ist das ein schlechtes... Ich weiß nicht, ob es schlechte und gute Enden gibt. Das ist auf jeden Fall das Ende für die Regierung. Also das Advance-Ende. Da gibt es ja wirklich viele Enden, wenn man so nachguckt. Der Aufstieg der Genuss-KG scheint unaufhaltsam zu sein. Bisher hat es nur eine einzige Katastrophe auf einer Luxuskreuzfahrt gegeben. Und selbst die hat fast die Hälfte der Passagiere überlebt. Ja, die haben wir ja unterstützt. Drei oder so müsste man machen. Keine Ahnung, ob es eine Quick Mode gibt. Der verrückte Neil wurde kürzlich dabei beobachtet, wie er Essen aus einem Mülleimer fischte. Er ist ein gebrochener Mann mit vielen ausstehenden Alimenten. Ja, wir haben ihn nie unterstützt. Hab Hunger, aber keine Lust, was zu essen. Zur Wahl steht Tüte Chips, Tiefkühlpizza oder Bolognese. Ich würde die Bolognese essen, macht am meisten satt. Meine Wahl. 4 Enden mit je 3 bis 4 Varianten. Das heißt, effektiv 16, also so 15 bis, so 14 bis 16 Enden. 13 bis 16. Wow, 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 wow. Wir wollen dich doch nur... Nein, ich will dich nicht loswerden für einen Zeitraum. Musst du die noch komplett kochen, die Bolognese? Ich will halt gerne, dass das alles durchgelaufen ist. Möchte ich alles sehen. Bömmli geht weiter vor die Hunde. Der Bürgermeister kämpft derzeit mit einem schweren Wurmbefall. Ach, das ist die Stinkestadt. Mal gucken, was jetzt kommt.
This is Megan Wolf broadcasting across the frequencies. Clashes worsened today as violence between the North Capital Commune and the Riverside camp raged into the night yet again. The power has been out in most of the city for over 3 weeks at this time. I'd caution anyone who is still receiving this broadcast to avoid Trawler Street, where a violent group have taken over the former CCO headquarters and are said to be extremely hostile to outsiders. Meanwhile, the refugee encampments surrounding the ports have steadily grown in size as the ongoing fuel shortage continues to prevent ships from departing. We've also received word that the Borden clan of former East Grinchley are particularly active at night, raiding smaller settlements, so try to avoid that area if you can.
Okay. Ja, einen von 14 Epilogen. Du hast das Chaos regiert freigeschaltet und erreicht. Du hast einen von 14 Epilogen. Ach du Scheiße.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Was ist denn der Teleton? Oh nein, bitte nicht. Ist Teleton ein niemals endender Broadcast?
Alex Winston, it's Bozeman here, your boss. It's come to my attention that you've replaced Dave in the control room, and you're...
Nee. Nicht mal als Good Ending. Nee, es ist, glaube ich, dann ist es doch das Bad Ending. Diese Regierung gibt es nicht mehr. Nee, ich glaube, das ist jetzt so ein maximaler Aufstand, weil die Vereinigung hinter den Aufständigen hat ja dann zum Angriff angesetzt. Ach, okay, dann kann ich alles anmachen. Oh Gott. Ja. Also es gibt ein erneuertes Mandat und ach du Scheiße. Okay. Das machen wir natürlich alles nicht, ne? Das wäre viel zu viel. Das war jetzt Finale C mit der Bevölkerung auf der Seite von Advance. Ah, okay. Okay, gut. Also, sehr geiles Spiel. Und der Wiederspielwert ist, glaube ich, das Problem ist, hintereinander ist es dann doch schon sehr anstrengend, weil es keinen Quick Mode gibt. Aber doch interessant. Muss man tatsächlich sagen. Sowas habe ich noch nie gespielt in der Art und Weise. So in dem Maße. Ich kenne auch kein anderes Spiel, was so ist, tatsächlich. Deswegen. Definitiv eine Empfehlung wert.